What's up, people? I want to share this threat from a cowardly troll that I received after I made that video regarding Malik Yoba. Now, it's interesting how people love to come under ghost accounts and make open threats like they can't be tracked. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there. Like you can't be tracked. You think you can't be found because you're behind a ghost account. But this is the threat that this person made. Black men like you should be gunned down by the police as they are being done today. You idiot. How do being a man, trans attracted, or gay make you not a man? Now, I never said in this video, and see, this goes to show how uneducated, or better yet, how ignorant many of these demons are. I never said that they were not a man. I said they failed at being a man. That makes a huge difference. They failed at being a man. I also said that I refuse to refer to a woman that was born a woman and in her demented mind decided she felt like a man. I refuse to call that female a he, and I refuse to call that person that's born a man that decides to convert to a woman, I refuse to refer to him as a she or a her. Now, that also brings a thought in mind. If a person is transsexual or gay, why would it be offensive to say that they are not a man? Although I never said that. But let's just think about this for a moment. This person says, how do being a man, trans attracted, or gay make you not a man? But yet this person claims to feel like a woman inside and now wants society to refer to him as a she or her. But yet you have someone who just said that she was a part of the LGBT community. That's what this female says, alleged female, because we really don't know what's behind the screen name. But let's just say for the record, this is a female, a lesbian. Now, you have a dude that identifies as a transsexual. He wants the world to call him a she or her. But yet you have this lesbian saying, how do being a man, trans attracted, or gay make you not a man? Well, you're not a man if you claim you are a female, right? Just for the sake of saying, all right? The whole argument is the fact that you don't want to be a man, you want to be a female. But yet this demon says, how does it make you not a man? Well, you're still a man. I don't care how many dress you put on, how many wigs you flop on your head, or how much lipstick you put on your face. You are still a man. You were born a man, and you will be buried as a man. Regardless of what you do in between, you are still a man. Even if you decide to whack off your penis, you're still a man. You're just a penisless man, right? You made a dumb choice. You just decided to whack off what God gave you or what you came into this world with, right? So it makes no sense to me that this person or this demon is upset, even if I said that you're not a man. Well, they don't want to be referred to as a man. They want to be a woman, right? So why would that be upsetting? And then this demon says, so I'm guessing these black thugs out there killing people and robbing people make them a man? Now, see, that's what I meant in the last video. You have these demons out here that want to link, they want to associate being a black man, being black, with being gay. Complete, total opposites. And see, that was my problem with that. Stop bringing black into the situation. Either you're gay or you're not, regardless of what color. You don't find no other race telling white men that you're a white man, so you have to identify with being gay. As a matter of fact, white people don't associate being gay or transgender with their race, but black people do. And this is why I said I'm so glad that I am not black. I'm just so blessed to not be black. Because if being so-called black means that I have to accept transsexuals or homosexuals, or I have to identify with that lifestyle, then I thank the Most High that I am not black. And I encourage other so-called brown people or black people not to identify with that if you disagree with that lifestyle, right? So this demon says, so I'm guessing these black thugs, which have nothing to do with Malik Yoba or even the topic. So I'm guessing these black thugs out here killing people and robbing people make them a man? Well, yeah, they're still a man. If it's a dude, it's still a man. Don't matter if they're black or if they're white. Now, if you remember, and I don't really think this demon is old enough to remember, if you think back in time, who were the thugs? Who were the real thugs back in time that the so-called black people decided to impersonate or emulate? See, remember Al Capone? Remember the Italian Mafia? Remember Scarface? Yes, remember Scarface? Remember all of the pirates that came over? Those were thugs. So why is thuggery only linked to being black? This demon is saying that every black man is a thug. So therefore, every black man should be a transgender, a gay, or to accept that lifestyle. So this demon says, so I'm guessing these black thugs out there. So in order to not, so you have a choice in the so-called black community. Either you be a black thug out there killing people and robbing people. So you either be a thug, a black thug out here killing and robbing people, or you can be a transgender or gay dude. Those are the options of being a so-called black man. Thank the Most High, I am not a black man, right? But these are the only choices that so-called black men have in this world. To either be a thug or to be a sodomite. And then this demon says, you dumb idiot. Now, it's interesting that this person that identifies with the LGBT community, the same group of people that's always crying about being bullied, that's always labeling people that disagree with their lifestyle as a hate crime. But yet, this demon makes the same threat towards me. This demon says that I should be gunned down by the police. Now, I could say something, but I'll just mess up your whole game. So I'm just going to leave that one alone. I'm going to leave it alone, right? But this demon want me to be gunned down by police for having an opinion because of the fact that I choose not to accept the sodomite agenda. Now, my response to this demon was, maybe you should gun me down. Don't put it on the police. If you feel I should be gunned down, maybe you should do it yourself. So I said, maybe you should gun me down. Come on and do it. Don't make empty threats behind a computer screen while hiding your face. And then, of course, as in the military, I'm always ready. I'm always ready. So it's interesting that these same demons that fight against being discriminated or targeted or bullied or hated upon now hates upon us that chooses not to accept them and chooses not to accept that lifestyle. So this is the person right here. Again, like I said, we don't see a face. They're cowards. Usually trolls like this are cowards. So I just wanted to bring it, but it's interesting that had I came back and said what was really in my heart to say, then YouTube would have attacked me. I would have been the wrong person, although this person came with a threat. This person came with a threat feeling that I should be gunned down. And see, this is why I never weep or I feel no sympathy when I hear of situations that occur to that community. I don't. Because they may put an innocent looking female's face up there or innocent looking dude's face up there and talk about they didn't do nothing wrong and this happened to them and it's tragedy of what happened to them. I don't feel sorry for them. Because one thing I've learned in my life being here on this planet is that nothing happens for no reason. See, there's always a reason behind why things happen. Even when you hear of situations of a person chilling in their own house and a stray bullet hit them. Yes, it's unfortunate. But the question I would have to really ask is, were they really innocent? What caused the universe to allow that to happen to that individual? Now, I'm going to say something that may offend some people. But again, I don't care. F your feelings. They were talking about people that were caught in that hurricane in the Bahamas. That's tragedy. That's an extreme, that's an unfortunate situation. But one of the so-called witnesses say that all they heard was a bunch of screaming and crying out, and then those that were screaming and crying out were quickly wiped away. What a way to leave this earth. And see, we're living in the last of the last days. We're living in perilous times. And this is not even the beginning of sorrow. So you have people that would blame unfortunate situations on guns. But whether there's a mass shooting, there's a hurricane, or even a flood. I had a dream of a flood last night. And I'll maybe speak on that in another video. But regardless of how judgment comes, judgment is hitting very swiftly, faster than ever. And if you look at that hurricane, it was predicted, I think they had a percentage of between 95 and 98% of that hurricane hitting Florida. But the hurricane shifted and missed Florida. And now it's predicted to go up through Georgia and South Carolina. So it's almost like that storm has a mind of its own. It's on a mission. And so when you have mindsets like this demon that wrote this article, that wrote this threat, I would not be surprised if this demon ends up in a situation, an unfortunate situation, and then we read about it or hear about it in the media, and people will sympathize because they don't know the spirit of this demon. They don't know what this demon did in their life, like wrote this threat out, that caused their own death and destruction. So I've learned, and it's unfortunate, I've learned to take a cold heart. My heart has grown cold a little bit. Not for victims, not for true victims, but it's grown cold because we don't know what caused that type of judgment to come upon those individual people that may have been caught up in a mass shooting, that may have caught up in a hurricane, and it can happen to anybody. For whatever reason, it could just be your time to leave this earth. But judgment, the death angel, is slow walking. I made a video about that a while ago, about that death angel and how he would slow walk you. And let's not forget, in the book of Jude, if I'm not mistaken, the Bible referred to hell as a her. Hell is enlarging herself. In other words, there's more and more and more people that's buying their way into hellfire. So, feedback, tell me what you think. I just had to make this known and show you what type of messages that I get. So, feedback, tell me what you think. Subscribe, click on the Cash App button, click on the PayPal link button, and financially support the channel. Till next time, I'm fearless.